Let's start with a guy named Patrick Breen.
Hi, Patrick.
See what he's going to bring to the party.
Okay.
We're not sure that the music's going to, we're not sure that anything's recording.
Is this the Patrick with the really nice voice, almost nicer than my Patrick who has a really nice voice? Which is you?
I don't know.
I remember there was a Patrick with a really nice voice.
I'm not sure if it's this guy.
Okay. All right. We'll find out.
I don't think it's this guy. No, I don't know. All right. I'm going to turn it up.
Okay.
And I'm going to play it. Let's find out. 180s.
Okay.
An artist does something completely different.
Completely different.
From what they normally do. Here we go. Here we go.
Hi, Pat, and everyone out there in Roxor Land. This is Patrick Breen from Sterling Heights, Michigan.
All right. Is that the voice that's better than mine?
No. That's a scary voice, but it's very commanding, Patrick Breen.
Let me tell you a story.
Are you sure?
It's a story about tonight at work.
Okay.
Because I work tonight. I work 1 to 9. I come straight home, and we start recording.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this crazy woman that comes to the store. Her name's Sandra. The first interaction I had with her, she was at the register, and she was like having trouble talking, and she's like, "I need a dentist. I have a problem. I'm having a crown, and my dentist won't work with me anymore." Yeah, she's crazy.
She's crazy. She's coming in and talking to you about her dentist.
Yeah. Now I'm using the name Sandra when I tell the story because her name is Sandra. So I suggested our dentist. I go, I have a great dentist, Dr. Dan Hilton, and but she's
you
like,
actually were engaging her and giving her
she was
dental
asking me.
recommendations.
She's like, do you have it? Okay, so this is like months and months ago, and every time she comes in, she talks to me.
Of course she does.
So I'm on the frozen foods tonight, loading up the frozen lasagna, whatever they need.
Working man,
I fucking load it.
That's right.
So I look up, Jesus Christ, fucking Sandra. No. And she's like, why is it so cold in here? I'm like, I don't know. Maybe they want you to shop quicker.
Get out my store.
Just get out. She's like, that can't be the case. It's freezing, though. It's like when you're in a hospital. I go, I know. I go, I was in the emergency room about a month ago, so I know that it's cold. What were you in the emergency room for? I'm like, and then in my head, I'm like, fuck. I said the wrong thing.
Why are you volunteering any information to anybody, actually?
I said the wrong thing.
Okay.
So she goes, what were you in there for? I go, well, my heart rate was high. Why? And then I said, she's like, what'd they do for you? And I said, well, they did a chest x-ray and an EKG and they took blood and everything. That was all fine. Well, then why was your heart rate up? I go, well, then they discovered that I was dehydrated because I had the flu.
And because you didn't listen to your wife.
It's funny because you came up. She goes, are you married? I go, yeah. She goes, where was your wife? I go, she was right. I go, she was with me. She drove me there.
Telling you to drink water. That's what.
I go, she was with me.
Right.
But she was assuming that you weren't taking care of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she was going.
Yep.
So I said, she was with me, Sandra. You calm fucking down, Sandra. And then she goes, what emergency room did you go to? I'm like, West Hills. I thought that's a hospital. I go, it's West Hills Medical Center. It's over there. She's like, you know what?
Oh no.
It's just like, why are you telling me this? She goes, I had a gynecologist appointment over there once. She goes, you know what the doctor's name was? I go, what? She goes, Dr. Heyman. Get it?
That is kind of funny.
You know what that means, right? I go, yes, Sandra, I know what it means. But again, I'm just like, can anyone come rescue me? Someone rescue me. And then she goes, what did she say? She's like, I got dehydrated once. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Now I got to hear her fucking story. She's like, she goes, I always go to I think she said the Long Beach 500. That's an auto race. She goes, I used to drive a pace car in the Long Beach 500.
What?
And I go,
really?
Oh. I go, really? I would have never thought that. And she goes, hey, I'm a happening chick. All right, I guess. She's not a happening chick, though. She looks like Angeline right before like the final surgery.
Oh, got it.
So I'm like, oh, that's amazing. And she's like, and I got dehydrated there. And then she tells me the whole story about I walked to my car and I had to sit down. I felt like I was going to pass out. And then she goes, I finally got in my car and I was able to drive home. And then she adds stuff I don't want to know. She's like, and I got home and I stripped completely out of all my clothes and got right in bed. And I'm like, okay, this is too much.
It's why she's
information.
talking to you to begin with.
I can't
Very
get away from her.
disappointed about the
I cannot
wife
get away from her.
fact.
And she's a happening chick, so I guess I'm supposed to be interested. I cannot get away from her. I'm like trapped.
You're a chick magnet at Trader Joe's.
Yeah, well, I'm attracting the wrong chicks. This is not the happening chick I want to attract. I can't get away from her. Then she goes, "You got a PPO?" I'm like, Jesus Christ. I go, "Yeah, I think." She goes, "You know what? I had a PPO."
Oh no.
This is where she gets really wacky. And then, Obama was in there.
Oh no.
And she's like, and then it was all messed up. And she's like, she keeps talking. And she's like, so that, when he was there, it was all messed. And she's going on and on.
Oh God.
And she goes, then she says, so stupid. She goes, so I got on the Affordable Care Act.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
No.
This is like an SNL
Yeah.
sketch.
And I said, because I'm like, oh, she's an idiot. So I say, how did that work out for you? She goes, oh, it was great.
Oh my God.
And I'm like,
are you kidding? That's like the
Yeah,
that's
I
like
know.
the running joke about people who are like, oh, Obamacare is so stupid.
I know.
Stupid. I'm on the Affordable Care
Yeah.
Act, which is Obamacare,
Obamacare.
you idiot.
She goes, oh, that worked out great. And I was
Oh,
just like,
my God.
But now I'm not allowed to engage like that. Like I can't say that was Obamacare, you stupid fuck.
Right.
I can't say that. I just have to take comfort in that. Hey, Cassandra, I got you.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So then she looks at her hand.
Oh no. How long
This
was
is
she hanging
way
out
too
with
long.
you at the frozen
It
food
felt like a
section?
half hour.
Okay.
And I'm trying to do work.
Okay.
And I don't want to talk to this happening chick. Mm-hmm. So she looks at her hand and she goes, look how blue my hand is. And I'm like, yeah, you're probably cold because you've been in the frozen section the whole time.
to me.
And she goes, no, that can't be it. Of course it can't be. She's like, what do you think that it? Look, it's kind of purple. I go, so I've already given her the reason.
Right.
And so I said, boy, I don't know what that could be. And then she's like, boy, I mean, and then finally I just had to say, hey, great talking to you.
Good.
I gotta move. I gotta go in the back. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it was like, and she's like, well, always fun talking to you. I'll see you next time. And I'm like, oh my God, please no.
Yeah, you've got to find some outs for these.
I don't
for
have
this
any
fan
outs.
club that you have.
It's not a fan club. It's Sandra.
It is a fan club.
So then I went over and I told, there's a guy that works there. He's fantastic. His name's Patrick. He's younger than me by like 15 years, but he's still my go-to older person.
I like him.
Yeah.
That man bun Patrick?
Yes, he's
Yes, I
he's
really
great.
like him. Yeah.
So I go over and I tell him this thing and he's cracking up. He's like, she's a nutcase, and then Rachel comes over and she goes, yeah, she's nuts. And then Patrick goes, when she's talking like that, you're allowed to say, I can't be talking about things like this. And you can walk away. And I go, okay. Like, Dr. Heyman and all that stuff.
Oh, right.
She goes, yeah, he's like, you can just, okay. I'm like, all right, I can just go. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, good to know.
Well, that's good that he's helping you
Yeah.
extricate yourself.
Well, he's been there. He's been there longer than me. So I always go to him to ask things.
Okay.
All right. That's my story.
You just can't help it.
Take a drink.
You can't help it. That's right.
I didn't do anything.
I know, Pat.
Now,
It's your charisma.
all right, we're 19 days out from the new Taylor Swift album. How does she do it? I have no idea. So much music. It's just crazy.
You've actually been playing that song over Rita's picture on social media because
You try and make me cry?
Rita just left for New York. And
Let's not go there. Let's not go there, Sandra, too.
oh, okay. All right. But
Okay, the next song.
okay.
Coming up right now.
Hey y'all, it's Beth Kimmett.
Oh, of course
My
you
choice
like
for
her
this
intros.
episode is by Taylor Swift.
Wait,
Some
wait.
people
What do you mean by that?
Listen to her voice.
She's young.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She could charge for that voice.
That's creepy.
That's very, it's cute. It's super cute.
What do you mean she could charge for that voice? What does that mean? That Pacifico is a strong
you
drink of water.
Remember the old days where like all of our friends, like their relationships busted up because somebody was always busted for phone sex. Do you remember that? Like they'd call in those lines.
Those were your friends.
Those like 900 lines.
Those were all your friends. They weren't my friends.
Be like, oh, another one went down.
Right.
They found the bill. Anyway.
Beth, I guess that's some type of a compliment.
It is a compliment, Beth. It is a
right.
compliment. You have a beautiful voice.
Yeah, how much you want for that voice? Here we go. I'm going to start it from the top because we talked over it. Can't even get through this. I'm actually glad you decided to do this with me. Normally, I'm not. Kidding.
Hey y'all, it's Beth Kimmett. My choice for this episode is by Taylor Swift. Some people would call her the music industry, and I would agree with them. In 2020, she released not one but two alternative folk albums, which was definitely a change of pace from the previous few albums that she had been making. And they are both fantastic, Folklore and Evermore. The sisters, she released these albums and people with mood disorders everywhere said, "Thank you, mother," and gobbled it up. And so my choice for this episode is the song Coney Island from Evermore. It's featuring The National, and it really sounds like a national song, which makes sense because they produced it and also they're on it. But it's a fantastic song and it's a fantastic album, and I hope everyone likes it.
This is our last song from one of our Patreon supporters, patreon.com/Rock Solid Podcast. You want to get your name out there and your voice and pick a song on a podcast that's listened to hundreds of people. No, a lot of people. And, just $2 a month, 50 cents a week.
You know
it's
what?
almost insulting.
It's always so cool
It's
to
almost insulting.
hear everybody's interest because everybody's so smart too.
Yeah,
Like
they are.
really know their music.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do. I love people that love music. If anyone ever says to me, "Yeah, I'm really not into music," fuck that person.
Okay, where are you in that drink? Are you like almost done with that?
We all
Strong
the
little
drink. I can
pink
tell you all
lady drink?
all the ice has melted.
All ice is melted. Okay.
All right. So this is this gentleman's Darren Hyde. Would you like to say hi to Darren?
Hi, Darren.
You don't think that's country either?
No.
Okay. One more.
No, please.
One more.
Pat,
One
why?
more.
Why?
Because I'm trying to convince you.
No.
This song is called "Gold Don't Rust."
Your poor listeners. Come on.
Poor listeners.
Your poor
What
listeners.
are you talking about? This is called "Gold Don't Rust."
Okay.
And you know that's a hard word for me to say.
Yes.
You say it.
Gold.
And I'm going to say it. Gold. Did I get it right?
Oh my God.
Let me try it again. Gold. Okay. Here it is. That word don't rust. How fun is this? We should do this every night. Now, what's behind you? A bunch of Ansel Adams photos?
No, these are actually these are my father's photos. When he retired, he picked up photography and
Oh boy.
did his own dark room and framing. What is that?
No. Just I was suddenly reminded of your wedding. And
what
one of the worst moments of shame of my entire life.
Oh no, what happened? Did you hit on Dave Schneider's mom?
No,
No.
What happened?
I don't even. Dave,
ahead.
it's up to you. I know
Go
it's
ahead.
your wedding. You
Go ahead.
Whether you want to tell the story.
You
What
go
did you-
It's
ahead.
not even going to be funny. It's not even funny. It's
Is
just
it just
shameful.
sad? What did you do?
On every, correct me if I'm wrong here, Dave, but on every table there
Yep.
was a framed photo that his father had.
Yeah. So
Taken.
my dad took pictures of all these places in DC, like the Washington
Okay.
Monument. Like, so if you were at the Washington Monument table, there was a picture in the middle.
Okay.
So
I
continue.
don't think I knew at the time that the photographs were taken by his father.
Okay.
I don't believe I knew. I was
okay. Let's say they weren't taken by his father. Is the thing that you did still not a good thing to do?
It's just stupid. It's just I was really, really drunk,
Oh boy.
Yep.
and I picked up the photo, and I pretended to lick it for no good reason.
Every photo or just one?
Just the one that was on
Just the one
the
at his
table at
table.
hand.
All right.
And I looked over. I looked over.
I believe my dad was right there, wasn't he?
It was to the disgust of his father. This look and glance from his father, who was like, "Who is this degenerate?"
Oh my
Who
God.
not
And here's the
only
good.
is
The only good
here-
news on that. The only good news on that is that I'm sure he was drunk as well, so it's okay.
Oh.
I don't know, man. That look that he gave me, he sobered him up real quick when you saw my stupid ass.
The photos he took
anyway.
that night were all out of focus.
Oh, good night.
Loaded. Dave, was Nancy at the wedding with you?
Yes, she was.
Okay. And if she heard this,
Nancy is how I met Dave through. Well, yeah, no, that's
Wait,
not
you
true.
met
I met
Nancy-
Nancy through Dave.
We've covered this in a previous
We
version
have.
episode, I believe.
Okay. I can't remember it all. All right,
Yes.
very good. I thought it was going to be worse than that, to be honest. So just licking the photo, that's fine.
Yes, it was.
Well, your father's a great photographer then.
Thank you.
Pretty
Thank you.
great.
Don't worry about the
Who
drugs.
needs? You don't need the drugs.
Right to violence.
Right. Right
Yeah.
to violence.
Kick you right in the tasty freeze.
Mm.
Wow.
Also, I'm a little concerned about how those kids are eating their chili dogs.
No.
Yeah, I looked up chili dog ice cream. I got nothing. I got people who
Yeah.
make things that look like chili dogs as ice cream, but it's not like a franchised thing. So apparently, yeah, it's a
Well, they-
penis.
Do me a favor. Google image the word sucking and see what comes up.
I'm voting for John, of course, but I also I have a little bit of. If you're still curious about the chili dog thing,
Sure.
I have some Reddit information here.
Oh, and
not a good
that's
place to
very
go.
trustworthy.
That's not good.
Eating. He's talking about chili dogs. And then someone said, this is Pot Pro from 7 years ago. Figured he wasn't deep throating a chili dog, but every time I hear it, I get that mental image.
All right. Thank you.
And apparently,
You can't
where
even
is
get
it down
through it
here?
without laughing. You cannot
Chili-
get through.
chili dogs are another name for slush puppies. A slush puppy is like it's like
Yeah,
an
like a
almost like an
Slurpee.
Italian, it's like a Slurpee. Yes. So
Yeah.
chili dogs is another name for slush puppies, in which case sucking on a chili dog, sucking on a slush puppy.
He did not mean it that way.
I don't
There's
think he
no
did either.
way.
They
There is
serve
no
chili-
way.
Chili
Just
dogs are
saying.
on the menu at Tasty Freeze. I'm pretty sure.
If you perverts want to think of it differently, then that's fine with
do.
me.
I do.
I think
Guess what?
it's
I do.
wholesome
I do.
and it's
nope.
a slush puppy.
Nope. Pants down behind the tasty freeze.
Oh my goodness. What
Okay, Neil, this is going to be the hardest part of the interview for me.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why. So I collect autographed albums. When sometimes guests are on the show in person, and I get them to sign stuff. And sometimes I, wait after the show as a fan and get stuff signed. Pete Townsend, Ray Davies, Chrissy Hine, Todd Rundgren, you name it. I got them.
Yep.
They're signed and they're hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
So, and the reason I'm going to tell you this is because I've told my listeners this story many times, and I just want to get some closure on it. It was
Sure.
Thursday, September 13th, 2012. Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo played live at the Canyon Club in Agora Hills, California.
Yes.
After the show, I'm waiting for an autograph. And I'm the only person waiting, Neil. It's just me. Unassuming. I'm not aggressive. I'm just standing there with my Crimes of Passion album. So Pat comes out first, and she's with another woman, I assume a handler. and I ask Pat for an autograph, and Pat says, no problem. Just let me get settled in the car. SUV was there. So I'm like, okay, great. So I'm assuming Pat's going to get settled in the car, roll the window down and call me over. But that does not happen. And I'm like, so, I'm still waiting. And then you come out. And I said, and it's terrible, Neil. I'm going to have to quote you. But I said, Neil, could I get a signature? And you said, buddy, I can't do that. And then you got in the car.
Correct.
And then you drove away. And I know that you guys love your fans. And I don't, what happened? What was going on that night, you think?
Well, usually we do sign stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know what could have happened, but once Patricia wasn't going to sign something for whatever reason it is, I can't, and I'm not throwing anybody under the bus.
I understand.
I can't do it.
I get it.
That would make her feel bad like that. We've sat and signed records for so many people. The Canyon Club is a local gig. It could have been because we have followers after we leave a place like that. We probably needed to get out of there. I'm going to say that may be it. I'm not sure.
Are you saying people that would follow you to your house?
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
All right.
Correct. And depending on road managers, again, I'm not throwing somebody under the bus, but I'm thinking I know who the road manager was at the time, and I'm not going to mention names on who this person was. Okay. All I know is that when I went back on the road, when they found out he wasn't the road manager, they go, "Thank God."
All right.
Right. So, okay. Well, we'll sign something for you anytime you want.
Well, Neil, look, I've told this story on the show.
I don't know. Maybe you're not a nice guy. Maybe that was it. Man, this guy looks like a bad guy. Maybe.
What's the best movie you guys talked about?
Sadly, it wasn't about that.
I've never heard of the movie.
It was it was a movie called Death Ranch.
Death Ranch?
Yeah.
Is that a horror
with an F?
Deaf. Is it all the cows? None of the cows can hear.
Deaf, like DATH. DEATH.
Oh,
Death.
So I was going to say it's Death Ranch. Okay, Death Ranch. Okay, and that's a horror film.
Yeah, and a bunch of Ku Klux Klan members get fucked up in it, so it's a good movie.
So it's a happy ending.
Okay, but they get fucked up by Nazis. So you have to choose your side.
Where do you go on that?
You have to choose your side.
Yeah, it's the anti-hero.
Are you nervous sitting here with two of your podcast idols, Murray Valeriano and stupid Pat Francis?
No, not really.
All right.
Well, you should be.
You should.
Pat's really stupid.
Yeah, and Murray is not smart.
Not at all. When you spelled death, DATH, I was like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I was like, yeah. Oh, I've been spelling it wrong this whole time.
Oh, Death Ranch.
Yeah.
Why don't you just spell it out to begin with?
Okay, Bags, you're a dad.
Yes, I am.
Do you want to say your kid's name, or don't you like that? You don't want to put it out there.
Her name is Sophia.
Sophia, and how old is Sophia?
She is 10. She's going to be 11 in June.
Okay.
Frank's over here. He's 12.
Yeah.
Does she like older men?
Yeah.
Prom date? Does she have a prom date yet?
No.
Why doesn't Bags look at me when I talk to him?
Prom. PREG. Prom.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay. That's preg. I should.
Oh, no. Abort. No, don't say abort.
Don't say abort.
Oh, no. Joke gone wrong.
Okay, we're leaving her
Okay,
alone.
we're done.
And who's she staying with this week? You just leave her alone?
My mom's watching her right now.
Oh, we talked about your mom.
How is your
earlier.
mom?
How old's your mom?
Yeah.
She's in her 60s.
She's in her 60s.
She like younger men?
She does.
She does?
Does she have a boyfriend currently?
She has a husband, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but does she have a boyfriend?
Not that I know.
And how long has this gentleman been in the picture? Hold on, I have to take this phone call. I'm pausing this. Okay.
All right.
Hold on, I'm taking it. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Lewis. I'm calling from USPS Consumer Affairs. I missed a phone call from this number.
Yeah, I had called last week about a package that is lost, and I was told that I was going to get an email with all the pertinent information so that I could file a claim. but I have not gotten anything yet.
All right, I can give you. Let's see. How would you want to get this? You want to get it by email, or do you want to get me to give you the number to file a claim?
I would like it by email, please.
What's your email number? Email address.
Okay, now I'm going to apologize for this email address in advance. It's Batman.
It's Fat Man.
No, not Fat Man. How dare you, sir?
Should be Fat Man.
How dare you? It's Batman.
Like, wait a minute.
It's Batman. BATMAN.
So are you an adult?
Okay, and then it's Batman, and then my initials: P as in Pat, F as in fat, and D as in dog.
Is that capital or just lowercase?
Just lowercase. Everything's lowercase. And now I'm going to apologize for this also at AOL.com.
AOL.
Please don't judge me, sir.
No, I have it Hotmail, so I don't judge you.
That's okay. Go over to my MySpace page later.
Oh my God! No, that's a bit old.
It's crazy,
Okay,
right?
so I will email you some information on this.
Okay.
So you can,
Now, the other gentleman said he was going to email me the information too, and he didn't. So how do I trust you?
I can give you a number.
Wow.
If you don't get it, you can call me back.
It's pretty ballsy, but I'll take it.
It's area code 661.
Okay.
He's recording this.
775 6684. My name is Lewis.
Thank you so much, Lewis. And this conversation has been recorded. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay.
Oh, he didn't care.
He didn't give a shit.
Did you record that whole thing?
Yes, I did.
Are you subjecting our listeners to this crap?
Where'd your wife go for her lady vacation?
They're in Charleston, South Carolina.
Is there a spa involved?
There's not. She did this thing real quick. She did this thing where there's this company that does mystery vacations, where basically you sign up, you pay a certain amount of money, and they plan the whole vacation, and then they send you a FedEx package the day before you go that basically tells you where you're going and all that. So
Wow.
It sounds like it sounds like the plot of the game.
Yes,
I don't know if I like that. I don't know if
I
I
was
like that at all.
I was really fearful that she was going to be in Haiti at this point.
Yeah, and without a kidney.
That's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
That so your wife likes to take chances and do stuff like this.
She's about the adventure. She doesn't really like gifts. That she loves a good gift and that you can open, but more so she really wants some sort of adventure.
What was weird is that inside the package was a picture of a guy.
Yeah. Does she get a hall pass on this vacation?
Right.
Absolutely.
6'3" and handsome as hell.
Absolutely.
His name's Charleston. She's not actually in Charleston, South Carolina.
His name's Charleston. So she's not in Charleston, but I wonder what he's into.
Oh,
Hey,
Hey,
boy.
All right. Okay. I think we're set. I love Dave Schneider. I love how you say real quick, like Dave and I are going to care or the listeners are going to care. Yeah. It doesn't have to be real quick. Your story, that was a fun
like you
story.
Said, nobody's here for coffee talk. And by the way, it's just straight black coffee, by the way.
Straight black.
wow.
Just like Charleston.
Oh, Jesus. I knew it was coming.
What about accommodations? You don't skimp on that.
No, actually, Tokyo, you're going to get, it's like New York. You're getting a small room. So that was the only place where the rooms were a little pricey, maybe over $200 a night.
All right.
But then we went to Kyoto and it was like, we had a nice big room for not much, a little over $100.
Oh, okay. That's great.
And the exchange rate is really good right now for Americans. So, and the downside is there's a ton of tourists there now. It's like, because I think like me, like I was supposed to go 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And then the world shut down and Japan shut down really hard.
So all these people,
these people that have held these trips, they've been waiting to go for 4 years are all going. And but it's also has a lot, again, the exchange rate has a lot to do with it. And also it's just really safe and clean and it's easy. It's great. And if you speak English, it's really good because
I do.
Yeah.
I do speak English.
It's an amazing advantage because like everything's written in Japanese and then English.
Wow.
The train announcements are all in Japanese and then English. Not Spanish, not German, not anything else.
Just English.
English. So, and they all have to learn it in schools.
They're catering to us.
Yeah. I mean,
but if they come here, fuck them. All right. You got the Phillies hat on and you got your Marvel t-shirt. This is definitely the Sunday dad look.
Oh, yeah.
New Jersey.
Oh.
welcome.
Thank you. Thanks. Okay. I got my coffee. Don't forget.
Excellent. That's an iced one, right?
Yes.
All right.
It has to be iced.
Is it cold enough? See, that's not ever a thing, usually.
No, actually, that can be a thing depending upon what you get. Because if you buy some sort of like iced espresso, they can get it. They can get like the ice to espresso. What's that called?
Ratio.
Thank you. Mixed up, and then like bottom half of it is warm.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's a problem. Then that you really can't fix.
You can stir it. Can't you stir it? Mix the ice.
You can, but then it's not so much cold as it is lukewarm.
All right. Can you add your own ice?
You can. I guess you could do that. I don't think I.
You know how you solve that? Here's how you solve that. Just drink hot coffee.
Can you put that in the fridge for a little bit?
The freezer. I'll tell you what, I'm not putting my hot coffee in the microwave. You're just not supposed to do that. And there's a reason, I think.
Okay.
All right, calm down. Does it ruin the integrity of the coffee if you put it in the microwave?
It does something. Hold on.
You're going to look this up?
I'm going to look it up. Great. Talk to other Dave. Here you go. Microwaving coffee can make it taste more bitter and ruin its flavor profile. When you microwave coffee, the heating process happens extremely quick. This can cause additional chemical reactions, leading to a bitter aftertaste.
Now, does that mean if you're microwaving it initially or reheating?
I believe it means reheating.
All right.
Because it restarts the
chemical process.
Thank you, Dave Nye, the science guy.
We have our 3 vote for one artist, so this might have just screwed up the score. Let's see.
It has brought Phil Collins into a tie with Don Henley. Both have 5 votes to Sting's 2.
Oh boy, Sting.
Now, in reality, if you put these 3 guys in a ring, Sting beats the shit out of them. He's in great shape.
Yeah.
Phil Collins can't get off the bench.
Phil can't stand.
He can't stand up. Phil immediately just says, "Cut me, Mick." He doesn't even want to go in.
Exactly.
I don't know. You don't think Don's a little scrappy?
No, not at this
Maybe
age.
he just goes for the nuts.
Henley's like a guy who would pull a knife on you.
Yeah.
That's what he.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. He's like a scrappy guy.
Sting's got that yoga body. No.
Yep.
Sting all the way.
He's having sex for 6 hours or however long. The tantric. Shit.
Yeah, see, Sting would fuck you up for 6 hours.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would.
All right. First of all, Fortress Around My Heart is my favorite song on Dream of the Blue Turtles. It just is. It's like Schneier said, this is what he should have been doing the whole album for my taste.
Yeah.
Not for him, but for me. He's making an album for me. I want more of that. Take Me Home is fantastic. Take Me Home is fantastic. I love it. It's such a great song. I mean, I put it on. It's so great. I pump. Okay.
Good Lord.
Every time I say fantastic, I hear it as Schwarzenegger.
They're both really good songs. I actually like I was unfamiliar. I vaguely remember the Phil Collins one. I didn't remember the Henley one as much. They're both good. When did Farm Aid happen? Do you know?
I feel like maybe
it was around 85.
Yeah. And this album was November 84.
Okay. I'm just wondering if timing wise, did he write it sort of to coincide with that?
I'm sure
just curious.
He did.
More than anything. It's really good. It's a really good song.
85 to the present.
Okay, so it came a year after he wrote it is when Farm Aid.
So they still don't have a cure. So they're still working on it, folks. They're going to cure the farms. My vote is for a month of Sundays, so we can close it out with a tie and blame Festini for not giving us another vote.
Hold on, let me write this down here. Hold on.
Festini's going to come in and break the tie. We won't tell him. We won't tell him he's breaking the tie again because he'll give it to Phil.
Let me text him.
Where is he?
Did he fall down?
Oh, okay. Here he comes.
Okay. All right.
Let's pretend like
tell.
we're mad at him. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. He just messed up the whole episode by not being.
Motherfucker.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Oh, hey, Dave. Hi.
Oh, hey. Hey, you're here.
It would appear I lost my internet there.
Oh, that's weird.
That
Did you
was
get-
very odd.